Self-concept, the way that it's being taught in the law of assumption community, should really be called self-confidence or self-ego building. You guys seem to really like these rants that I do, so let's go on a rant about self-concept in the law of assumption community. So, I've read Neville Goddard, okay? But I'm pretty sure he didn't say, oh, yes, the concept of self or self-concept, and yes, to me, it is the same fucking thing. I'm pretty sure he didn't say, oh, yes, you're going to sit there and focus on what comes after I am. I am great. I am loved. I am wonderful. I am all of these personality things. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. The way that it's being taught in the law of assumption community is creating more egos than anything. Like when you hear success stories, right? Do you ever hear follow-ups on them? Do we know if they have consistently kept this manifestation that they brought in, whatever it may be? Do we know? I mean, I'm sure there's some, right? But like out of all the ones and this is why I don't like success stories. I mean, I love hearing them, but I don't like to focus on them, because what do when we are living out of the ego mind? We are comparing ourselves to those success stories. We're asking questions. How did you do it? What state were you in? What were you feeling? How many affirmations did you say? How did you visualize? We're always questioning if we are doing something right, because we're comparing ourselves to others who we don't even know what their state of consciousness was. We don't know what their perception was. We don't know what their experiences were. Now, before you come at me, law of assumption community, I believe that self-confidence is important. I do. And sometimes it is beneficial to embody that self-confidence, to know yourself as perfect and amazing, as Danny says. But all that comes automatically when we stop identifying as the ego, as this character that we've created for ourselves because we were told that that's what manifests, right? Like, I'm sure you've heard thoughts manifest. Be careful what you think. Thoughts create reality. Oh shit, don't think this thing, don't think that thing, because then it's gonna manifest. Or your beliefs. Oh yeah, that's what manifests. So you gotta check all those beliefs. You gotta see if there's a wound in there that because that definitely is why those things manifested. But all of that, self-confidence included, right? That comes with, like, it's a package deal. It comes when you know that you are God, that I am is who and what you are. I am, period. All of that other stuff that comes after it is so we can participate in the human experience, and we can learn about suffering, and we can learn about expansion and how to love, that we are unconditional love. That's what we're freaking made of. But so that we can do all of that, we can have those experiences and then come home to the knowing that we are the I am presence. I said in a live yesterday, we're not human. And someone called me crazy. But I mean, yeah, we're in these human bodies, but that's not who and what we truly are. It's just not. So let's break this down real quick. Self-concept. The concept that one has about themselves, which includes how you perceive others and how you believe others perceive you. Okay, now if we just go straight to the I am, what do we need? What do we need to do? What is there to do? Nothing, because that encompasses everything. You are all things, and you get to choose and select what things you want to experience. Because yeah, Did we experience things that we didn't like, that we considered to be unfavorable? Yeah. But even that in itself is based on our perception when we experienced it. And when we recall it in our memory, we're bringing it to the present moment. We're still not remembering it the way that it happened, or we're doing it differently because we are in a different state of mind. We are in a different version of ourselves, because that version is always changing. There's not just one old version of you, or 10, or whatever, if you want to base it on a timeline, a past that, or linear time, like with a past that doesn't really exist, but if you want to use that, there's not just one, there's infinite. So I'm not here to poo-poo on the law of assumption or the law of assumption community. But some of you out here, and I love you, but you're asking the same questions over and over again, and putting your faith and your power into these coaches and creators, and thinking that they're the ones that know it all. No, we don't. We're just telling you from our own experience, because we've read things, we've discovered, we've applied things, and seeing what works for us. And so I implore you to do the same thing for you, because I can promise you this: you may have come into the community trying to manifest an SP, or trying to manifest money or health, or an appearance change. But what you find when you do this, when you read, when you listen to and take it from your own experience, what you're going to find is that you're so much more than these things, that these objects that you think that you don't have, that you need. It's the only way for you to feel better, to make it, to achieve this goal. And then once you do, and once you know it, then you'll be good. But that's putting the power in the things. And it doesn't come from there. And so if you're trying to figure out what is this knowing that you're talking about, it is when you remove all doubt, when you know that you are not the personality, you're not the character, you are not the ego. You're not this little tiny human that's just walking around sad, or trying to figure this out because you just want your stuff, and you've been doing it for years or months or whatever. Maybe you're new, but it is so much more than what our finite mind can understand, that can take us to. We are limitless. You are limitless. Anything is possible when you know who and what you are, and that is source awareness. God, I am. So yeah, I don't really know how to end this, because I don't even remember what I just said. So let's just summarize. Self-concept is not, in my opinion, self-confidence. It's not doing a bunch of affirmations. I am affirmations, so you can boost up the ego even more. No, it is just I am, and that is it. Because what comes after that is all things. You don't need to add any extra. I mean, you can if you want, but not to get something that you think you don't have already, because you already do. That's the whole point. When you're doing it from the I am, when you're doing it from knowing that you are God, that is the real power.